Hi, everybody. If you're new, welcome. I'm the investing teacher, a high school science teacher that also teaches others how to control their paycheck through trading. I've been successfully doing these strategies for over 7 years now, and I'm the founder of ThetaTraders.com, an online platform that provides one on one and group coaching sessions and option selling alerts. I have provided previous one on one sessions from other clients in the past in this channel. If you find the end of this video helpful, consider joining a 7-day free trial membership at thetatraders.com. Link is in the description down below. Let's get started. All right, everybody. I just wanted to go over the covered strangle strategy that we started 2 weeks ago. Did a video last week on how I planned on managing it. So we're going to go over how I actually managed it and got out with a really good profit. So there is a blog post for this. If you look in the link in the description down below, I do go into a little more detail than I am here. I'm just going over my thoughts and vlog on it. So for the covered strangle strategy, you're going to be either buying the contract and then selling a put and a call against it right away, or how I like to set them up is by selling two puts to start the position. One of them I'm going to sell pretty far out of the money, usually around 0.12 to 0.15 delta or so. And then the second one even further out of the money, around 0.08 or so, as long as it's picking an adequate premium. And that's how I did start this position. The 0.12 delta when I started the position was past the expected move of that particular week. And I happened to get assigned on it. So because of that, it was a bit of a dramatic move down when I actually started the position. And I think mean reversion really did help out a little bit on this case because the last day on Friday, the market shot up pretty high. And then I was able to get out of the position at a good profit. So a few of the things that you'll notice in this is I sold a lot of premium in between the week to try to squeeze out a little bit more premium throughout this. And one of the main goals was to lower the just cost basis that I have on it and relatively safely in this case because I was selling calls at the same strike that I got assigned on. So let's look a little bit more into what we did and how we ended up turning out. Management success. So in the previous post, I did mention how I started the positions and how I was able to get into a contract from MES and also sell a put on it. So this week, I initially sold the 3850 put, which is around a 0.08 delta. Again, don't mind getting assigned on that second contract. I was able to close that really quickly for a good profit. So I sold it for 6.25 on the 24th. Literally on the 27th, I was able to buy it back for 1.5. MES did go up quite a bit on that Monday, and I could have theoretically got out of the whole position at the time for a decent profit, but I was looking for a little bit higher. I did sell a 3900 put that also expired worthless. So I re-entered for 7 and received 7 more in premium. So on the put side, I made 6.25 minus 1.5 plus 7. And I didn't get a sign on any of those puts. It's one of the benefits of the covered strangle is you can receive premium in puts and calls. As for the call side, Wednesday I did an expiration. What's good about MES is you can do daily expirations now. And then that expired worthless. I received 15.75 in credit for that Wednesday expiration that I started on the Friday before. So really high premiums there because MES was really close to the 4,000 strike. Sold a new 4,000 2 days later for that Friday. And then received 7.75 in credit. Notice I'm tracking the cost basis, 39.51 at the time, and the stock was pretty much at the same thing. So by taking in these premiums, you're lowering that cost basis, but also helps out your overall position and safety. On Friday morning, it made a big initial jump and it was over the 4,000 strike. At that case, I actually bought back my contract at a loss, but I was going to try to ride the actual contract itself to see if I could make more income on the actual contract. What I did was I placed a stop 5 points lower at 409 at the time. I could have easily sold it at that point, but I thought I was going to ride up more. And unfortunately, it did continue to go up, but I did stop out in this little drop here. If it didn't stop out, it would have been about $150 more than the actual results. It's unfortunate, but able to get a good return anyway. The total profit in the position, I took in 38 in premium. There's a five multiplier there, $190 in premium in 2 weeks. And then it does use about $3,000 in buying power. So 190 divided by the 3,000 is 6.3% return. This is a very good return to get in cover strangle strategy. I was tracking all the premiums I collected in the puts and calls. I did subtract this call because I bought the 4,000 call early at a net loss. So 34 was the net premium that I received. But I also sold my contract at 404 and I got assigned at 4,000. So that was a four difference in the actual contract itself. So you're going to add four to the 34. Some of the main points of this strangle is to be patient, be okay when you get assigned. Like you're willing to get assigned at least one contract, possibly two. And don't freak out when you get assigned on one contract. It is a futures contract, so a lot of beginners, when they start this, they get very concerned about it, but just play with the system, make it mechanical, take in those premiums and lower your cost basis, and you should be in good shape. So one of the best positions when you're doing these covered strangles is for both of the puts that you start the position to expire worthless, because you then receive the full premium. You didn't have any risk of taking any contracts. This case was actually possibly the second best case scenario. There's a little bit more risk involved when you get assigned on that one contract, but I actually made a higher return by getting assigned, selling those calls really close to in the money, which gives them big premiums. And then I happened to get called away on it. And that is the highest return, but there is more risk involved in it because, again, you're getting that contract assigned. Anyway, if you have any questions on this strategy and you like to check out the next one, you could join in this free 7-day trial at thetatraders.com and have a good rest of the weekend.